Hi, sports. This is Jack Ogle along with Bob Berry at the Astrodome in Houston, Texas. The weather is perfect in here. It is clear except for a little smoke. The temperature is 72 degrees. The humidity is 50%. They call their wind 1 mile an hour from every direction. We can guarantee all these weather factors will remain constant unless the air conditioning breaks down. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Judge Roy L. Hawthines decided to take over the struggling Bluebonnet Bowl football game and put it in his $30 million Astrodome. He decided, as any good Texan would, that this should be the best of them all. Being a man of sound mind and much money, he also recognized that the Bluebonnet Bowl would have to have something the others did not have to attract the good teams. Now, with bleachers and standing room in the Astrodome, the capacity is about 56,000. This cannot compare with the 100,000 or so at Pasadena, or the 85,000 at Miami, or the 70,000 at Dallas. So Judge Hawthines knew he could not compete in numbers, so he would make up the difference in quality. So tonight, here in the almost vulgarly plush surroundings of the Astrodome, the first Astro Bluebonnet Bowl game gets underway. You feel rich just being here. You feel like you're part of the elite, the kind that buy the $150 tickets to the fights and then wear a white tie and tails. It's big time. It's society. It's a darn plush a country boy feels kind of out of place. But when they blow the whistle for the kickoff, the plushness goes. Football is football no matter where you play. There's one difference here from a strictly technical point of view. That is the playing surface. You all are aware of the fact that this is a carpeted field, so to speak. AstroTurf is supposed to be more like grass than grass, but there is a difference. You must use different shoes because cleats will not penetrate. The players who have been here once say that you get used to the AstroTurf and you find that it's great, but they also say it takes some getting used to. There's one other factor about this field that could, in my opinion, have some bearing on this game. The field is perfectly flat. There is no hump in the middle for drainage purposes. Many football fields slope up as much as 3 feet at the center. This is an aid to some type of passers, like a pitcher throwing down from the pitching mound. It's a particular advantage to a drop-back passer like Chuck Hickson of SMU, who does not like to throw from, or rather, who would prefer to throw from the top of the hill. He likes to throw down to his receivers out in the flats. But for Bobby Womack of Oklahoma, that hump shouldn't make too much difference. Womack is a spread-out passer who generally throws from the low points of the field anyway. If there is an advantage to the field, it would have to be in Oklahoma's favor. The footing, if it is difficult for a runner to handle, will likely hurt each team equally. Oklahoma's running game hinges on power rather than sharp cuts, and this should cause little or no problem. The fact that there is simply no adverse weather in the Astrodome should have only a good effect. When a punter kicks the ball 60 yards, it's his 60 and not the wind's. There was one kicker that came in here, young man from the Buffalo Bills named Paul McGuire, that had a particularly good kicking day. After the ball game, one of the writers asked him why he was kicking so good, and he says, "Oh, I was kicking good with the air conditioning to my back." Well, like I say, when a punter kicks the ball 60 yards, it's his 60 and not the wind. There will be no wind effect on field goal tries or passes, so playing inside should bring out the best football possible. There are many interesting side notes to this game. For example, the fact that SMU finished the season ranked 20th in the nation when they weren't supposed to be ranked at all. Oklahoma finished ranked 10th after Associated Press had put them in the number 4 spot in the preseason poll. However, Oklahoma finished looking the season much more like a 4th-ranked team than they did a 10th-ranked team.
Astrodome in Houston, the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. And by the way, Jack, speaking of the turf, we were watching Kirk Kickingbird, who's the Sooner mascot, the full-blood Indian, who does his war dances as the Sooner team comes onto the field. And we wondered if the AstroTurf bothered him, and it didn't look like it did. Oklahoma put together a great November stretch drive in which they won 5 games in a row. And in many experts' mind, was possibly the top team in the country, at least in the month of November.
Womack and Titsworth and Steve Barrett. And the toss of the coin. And this could be important right here. SMU won the toss. SMU won the toss. And I'm sure that they will receive the 2.
That's Ricky Lesser rather than Haynes. Ricky Lesser rather than Haynes, the deepest man. The crowd stands, and we have a capacity, of course, waiting for the whistle, and the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl is underway. Derrick kicks off, end over end. Levias waits for it, at the 8, at the 10, at the 15. He's hit at the 17, driven down hard, at the 17-yard line. Steve Powell say tackle after tackle on punt and kickoff situations for Oklahoma, and he did on that occasion. Let's see where they spot the ball down. SMU will have first down with 10 yards to go at the 17-yard line, and we're underway with the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. Pick up the backfield for the Southern Methodist Mustangs. Hickson, Richardson, Clement, and Sam Holden. Elias will be the split end. John Jordan will be in there tight end rather than Ken Fleming. Sam Holden flanks wide to the left side. Pinky Clements goes in the slot to the left. The lone remaining back, Mike Richardson. Behind quarterback Chuck Hickson. Levias will split to the right side. And Levias in the slot to the left. No running backs behind quarterback Hickson. Back to pass, being rushed. He fumbles the ball and Cruz back to the 4-yard line. A scramble for it at the 3 or 2-yard line. Let's see who recovers. SMU has recovered. Hickson came up with it.
Got right in his face, and Hickson dropped the ball. He didn't know where it was, and he was the only one standing up. He looked all over the place for it. So the time the centers could get up and get going, Hickson had already gone back to the football. But SMU's going to have to run deep out of their own turf.
Fourth down play from the 3-yard line for SMU. Fourth down, 24. Back to punt the ball is Larry Tunnell. Gets the high spiraling kick to the Stensford, and Henton has it at the 42-yard line. In Southern Methodist territory, dumped immediately by Mike Richardson. Fine punt coverage. Henton down at the SMU 43. Oklahoma has the ball on the offense for the first time, and in great field position at the Southern Methodist 43-yard line. It'll be the power I formation. Both ends are inside. SMU stunting on the defense. On a 5-man front. Here's Warmack faking to Owens, keeping around the left side. 35, 30, 25. Warmack to the 20, the 15, the 10, at the 5, 3, 2, 1-yard line. Out of bounds at the 2.
This is what's going to wipe SMU out if anything really does, because they're stacking up the middle against Owens. You cannot do that because Warmack is a fine runner with the football. And you cannot stack up the middle against Owens, because if you do, Warmack will just blow you out of there, and that's what he did just then.
First and goal from the SMU 7. Warmack fakes to Owens, rolls to the right, looks to pass, decides to run, cuts at the 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Oklahoma! That's what we were talking about a while ago, and they cannot stack up the middle against Owens if they're going to stay in this football game. SMU has got to be ready to stop Warmack outside, or he'll run you to death. Warmack now, in 2 carries, has picked up 41 yards in this ball game. First down, McCarty had the extra point. The ball is down. The kick is in the air. It's good. There's a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field, and the score is Oklahoma 7, SMU nothing.
Mike Lane, come on along. Join the fun.
Sam Holden, flankers to the left side. Levias splits right. 2 running backs behind Hickson. That's Clement and Richardson. Back to pass to Hickson in the pocket. Being rushed. He's hit by Zabel and dropped way back at the 19-yard line or 18-yard line. Well, those 2 ends got there again. Zabel came in. He got there first, but he just beat Jim Miles by half a step. And they really blew him out of there. And SMU's going to have to protect that pass. They spot the ball at the 20, a 12-yard loss. 4th and 19 for SMU. Snap back to the kicker. Lester gets the kick away. Beautiful spiral. Eddie Henton chases it. Lets it hit at the Oklahoma 45. Across the 40, across the 35. The ball bouncing across the 30, rolls dead at the 25-yard line, and is down there by Sam Holden. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Center Football Network.
And this is KNOR 1400 on your dial in Norman. This OU football game is brought to you today in part by Ken's Grocery and Market.
Barnes splits wide right.
All types of sorority and
The wing to the right. A bit of stunning on the SMU defense. Warmack takes the handoff, rolls to his left, looks to pass, goes for Hinton, completes the 39, at the 40, at the 45, out of bounds at the 49 or 50-yard line in Oklahoma territory.
The play pattern pass that makes it so difficult because you have to protect up the middle against Owens, and Hinton just came across from the slot. He went down about 5 steps and cut on an angle across the field. Warmack laid it in there.
8 minutes to go in the first period. Oklahoma leading 7-0 before about 56,000 fans in the Astrodome for the 10th annual Astro Bluebonnet Bowl game. Johnny Barr splits to the left side, Hinton on the wing to the left. Owens in the top of the eye. 5-man front this time. Fake to Owens. Back to pass is Womack. Being rushed. Gets the pass away. Completes the hit. Not a great catch and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A fine catch by Eddie Hinton, driven out by Jim Livingston.
Livingston was just half a step behind Hinton, and Womack really laid the ball in there. Hinton had to go high for it, but he likes to catch him up there. He went up and speared it real good. 17-yard gain on the play.
17-yard pickup, as Jack mentioned. 4th first down for the Sooners. 3 of 3 passing for Bobby Womack, and OU has run only 6, not counting punt. 2nd and 7 from the SMU 10 as Simon back in. Hinton flanks right. Womack to Owens down the middle. 8-7, 6-yard line. Owens over the left tackle spot from the 10 to the 6, a 4-yard scamper right down the guts of the SMU defense. Rufus Cormier makes the stop. Rufus Cormier back in the ballgame, replacing R.D. Crenshaw. Oklahoma going for it out of the power I formation. Owens in the top of the eye. Womack fakes to Huffer, pitches to Owens, sweeping the right side. Owens in trouble, can't make the cut. He sits behind the line and drops for a loss. SMU is held at the SMU 7-yard line. Jim Livingston makes the stop, and the Mustangs take over at their own 8-yard line. Let's see what it marks the ball precisely. In between those 2-yard strikes. So that was a loss of about 2.5, and the Mustangs hold the Sooners after they'd driven from their own 25 down to the SMU 5. Livingston makes the stop on Owens, attempting to sweep right, and the Mustangs take over. Kicking will be Buddy Eccles. A 32-yard field goal may have been partially blocked. It's off to the right, no good. Oklahoma takes over on their own 20, having stopped SMU. Well, I think that this ball game has been more of a defensive struggle than anybody would have possibly imagined. There's a timeout on the field, and the score is Oklahoma 7, SMU nothing. 5 to go in the second period. Formation is to the left with Owens in the top of the eye. Here's Womack rolling to his left. The run or pass. He looks for Barr. Barr's wide open. The pass in here. Complete at the 25. He's hit by one guy at the 23 and then dropped at the 22-yard line.
Well, that first guy hit him couldn't hang off, but the second guy did, I'll tell you that. Barr tried to make a curl back inside him after he caught the ball. He looked around, there were people all around there just wanting to place the high, but he's a nice getter.
A pickup from the 48 down to the 23, and the first guy's name was Mike Nakusa, and the second guy was Larry Tuttle. Both guys from SMU, of course. Oklahoma at the SMU 23, a 29-yard pickup. 4:15 to go before halftime. Oklahoma third and about 17.5 to be precise from the SMU 20-yard line. Hinton flank right, Barr split left. Womack is back to pass. Throws the pass ready. Hinton knocked down. A nice defensive play at the 12-yard line by Larry Tuttle. And for the first time tonight, we saw Womack slip. Just as he threw the ball, he was hit hard by Rufus Cormier. And he's limping off the field. Mickey Ripley replaces him on a 4th down and 17 from the SMU 20. Mickey Ripley will hold. Durr will kick. The ball is down. Durr puts the toe into it, end over end, and let's see. It's no good. Off to the right side. It was long enough, but no good. 3:56 to go before halftime. Oklahoma still has that 7-0 lead. And Oklahoma drove from their own 20 down to the SMU 12 at one time, but was set back on a penalty and could never get the ball in. That's called for station identification. This is the Sooner Football Network.
And this is KNOR 1400 on your dial in Norman. The Astro Bluebonnet Bowl game is broadcast in part by University Travel.
SMU first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Chuck Hickson has only one running back behind him. Hickson back in the pocket. Big rush gets a long pass away. It's complete at the 45 and down at the Oklahoma 37-yard line. The pass to Walker Haynes, the fullback, who made a tremendous catch at the 45 in Oklahoma territory, but a flag is down back at the line of scrimmage, and apparently the penalty against SMU.
Well, Haynes made a tremendous grab on the ball. He was up fighting the Oklahoma defender for it, came down with it. It was quite a catch, but it's all for naught. It's going to come back, an infraction against SMU, and the flag was dropped not at the line of scrimmage, but about 5 yards upfield, and the penalty is walked off. Let's see. Well, it was dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The penalty is walked off to the 10-yard line, so I assume that was a half the distance penalty, and that'll be the first major penalty against SMU. Lose the ball back to the 10.
Brings up a 1st and 20 for SMU. Frank Stringer flanks wide to the right. Levias wide to the left, rather. Levias split right. Two running backs behind Chuck Hickson. Hickson fakes the handoff. Out to a reverse in sweep by Levias at the 10. At the 13-yard line. He's smashed down hard by Don Bremer and Gary Harper. That was the end around play to split end Levias coming from right to left. And the gain of only, from the 10 up to the 13, a 3-yard pickup. So it's a second down play. And 17 yards to go with 3:24 to go before halftime. Oklahoma leading 7-0. They scored the first time they had their hands on the ball. We've had no scoring since then. The Sooners, who have a 1st and 10 from their own 27, is where they put it down. With only 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go before halftime, Mickey Ripley is checked aboard at quarterback. So the backfield is Ripley, Harper, Owens, and Hinton. Field it all. Oklahoma formation right with Mickey Ripley at quarterback from the 27, handoff to Owens, left side across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pickup from the 27 to the 31. A pickup of 5 yards on the play, or 4 yards to be precise. Second down 6. Dan White, the right linebacker, made the stop on Owens. 4-yard pickup. Second down 6. Oklahoma must go from their own 31 to the 37 for the first down. The Sooners trying to play out the string here, apparently, before halftime, leading 7-0 with just a minute 29 to go before halftime. Mickey Ripley is the quarterback, getting in the slot to the right. Flags are down. Back to pass is Ripley. Throws, overthrown, tipped in the air, intercepted by White at the Oklahoma 39. At the 35, at the 30. White is dropped at the 30-yard line. Dropped on the play by Byron Bigby. Interception by Bruce Portillo rather than Don White. The flag on the field was against Oklahoma illegal procedure refused by SMU. Second interception for the Mustangs, and they have the ball at the Oklahoma 31. First down and 10 yards to go with a minute 19 to go before halftime. Slot to the left side, a double slot to the left side. Holden and Haynes in the slot. Levias is split back to passes. Hickson throws deep in the end zone. Intercepted by Pierce, and Oklahoma will have the ball at their own 20-yard line on the touchback. Joe Pierce makes the interception. So Joe Pierce makes the interception. Joey Pierce is 169-pounder, 5'9", a junior one-year letterman from Albany, Texas. And the time runs out in the second period of play. That's the end of the first half. 49-yard punt by Fred Malone. That's pretty good. Oklahoma leading 7-0 at halftime. We'll be back in 60 seconds with a halftime activity.
You'll find elegance surrounding you at Star Pharmacy at 424 West Main in Norman.
Marching band on the field of the Astrodome at the present time. We are halftime of this Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. Oklahoma leads SMU 7-0. Let's listen now to the SMU band.
Jack Ogle. Here come the Sooners on the field. Womack was walking on the field under his own power. Now he's jogging with the team as they come over to the bench on the near side. And just be kicking off to OU to start the third period. And here's the whistle. Third period underway of the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. Kickoff by Lesser goes to Hinton at the 3, at the 5, 10, 15, at the 20, up the middle 25, at the 30, hit at the 32, and driven down hard right there at the 31 or 32-yard line. Let's see where his forward progress is marked at the 32. 58-yard kickoff, 30-yard return, and the kicker, Mickey Lesser, made the tackle at the Oklahoma 32. Sooners first down, 10 yards to go. Just underway in the third period of play. And we'll pick up the Oklahoma backfield for you. Mickey Ripley at quarterback. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Sooners from their own 36-yard line. 14:02 to go in the third period. Oklahoma leading 7-0 as Womack scored the first time the Sooners got the ball. Johnny Barr will split left. Eddie Hinton flanks right. I formation. Owens in the top of the I. Big third down play from the Oklahoma 36. Ripley back in the pocket. Looks upfield, throws. Incomplete. Intended for tight end Bo Denton at the SMU 40. He was wide open, but the pass overthrown by Mickey Ripley. 0-3 passing for Ripley. He's had one intercepted, and it's a fourth down play for Oklahoma from their own 36. And 6 yards to go. The Sooners will be forced to punt. Back to kick will be Fred Malone from Artesia, New Mexico, as Sable is injured and not playing. So the Sooners run 3 plays and are forced to punt to start off the third period with a precarious 7-0 lead. Levias is the deep man to receive. Fred Malone's kick, a high, spiraling kick. Fair catch signal for, and taken at the 32-yard line by Darrell Doggett from Hurst, Texas. 32-yard punt by Fred Malone. SMU has their hands on the ball from their own 32. That's where the Sooners started a moment ago after the kickoff to start the third period. And the Mustangs, 1st and 10 from their 32 now. Larry McDuff playing defensive left end in place of Zabel. Oklahoma will have 4 defensive backs in there. They will put on a 4-man or 5-man rush with Harper going into the line. Here is Hickson handing off to Richardson. Right tackle finds the hole. 35, 40, 35, 48-yard line. Gary Harper makes the stop on Mike Richardson. A gaping hole over the left side. As he gains from the 32 up to the 47-yard line is where they put it. They pick up from the 32 to the 47. 15-yard gain by Mike Richardson, who, of course, was SMU's leading rusher from the Oklahoma 47. 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Hickson to Richardson, left side, at the 45, at the 40, at the 39-yard line. Gary Harper makes the stop at the Oklahoma 39. A pickup of 8 yards. Well, they put it down to 38. So a pickup of 9 yards and a first down for SMU at the Oklahoma 38-yard line. All right, here is quarterback Hickson. Once again, Richardson down the middle. Smashed hard at the 35-yard line by Castile and Harper. Fumble. Oklahoma's recovered at their own 35-yard line. We believe it was Gary Harper who made the fumble recovery at the 35. Oklahoma 1st and 10. Oklahoma from their own 39. Hinton flanks left. Barr splits right. Mickey Ripley at quarterback, stunning on the SMU defense. Here's the handoff to Owens, who fumbles the ball. It's a pile-up, tremendous pile-up at the 42 or 41-yard line, and we don't know who's recovered it yet. No signal from the official. SMU has recovered. Richardson and Clements, the running backs behind Hickson. From the 37 in Oklahoma territory, Hickson, a draw play to Clements, 35, gets off one tackle to 33, at the 30, 29, 28, 27, 26-yard line before he's rolled out on the far side. Joey Pierce makes the tackle. Draw play to fullback Pinky Clements, 205-pounder senior from Carlton, Texas. They say the ball touched the ground at the 27, a pickup of 10 for Pinky Clements, and it's 1st and 10 SMU. The 10th first down of the ball game at the Oklahoma 27-yard line. Oklahoma also has 10 first downs, by the way. 10:43 to go in the third period of play, and Oklahoma leading 7-0. A double flanker, actually a triple flanker out to the right side. And here's Hickson dropping straight back to pass. Good protection. Throws downfield, complete to Levias at the 15, at the 10, at the 8-yard line. Steve Barrett makes the tackle on Levias. And that gain went from the 29 down to the 8-yard line. A pickup of 21 yards on the pass play. SMU 1st and goal to go at the Oklahoma 8. The Sooners leading by a score of 7-0. This drive started at the Oklahoma 41 following a punt, or rather a fumble recovery. Levias was put to the left. That was the 11th first down. Stringer flank to the right. Clements and Richardson in the I formation with Richardson on the top of the I. Hickson fakes to Richardson, rolls to his left, goes in the end zone, overthrown. A flag is down. Interference called on Barrett. Pass interference will give SMU 1st and goal to go at the 1. The official signaled Barrett for pushing on Levias. The pass was thrown out in front of him and would not have been complete. And so it's 1st and goal to go SMU at the 1 on the pass interference. left. Here's a handoff to Richardson, left side. Touchdown, SMU. SMU goes 41 yards in 9 plays plus a pass interference penalty to score. And holding will be Sam Holden. Becky Lesser will try the extra point. 7-6 to score right now with 7:58 to go in the third period. This going on at the east end zone. The ball is down. The kick is blocked by Joe Pierce. And it's timeout on the field. And Oklahoma maintains the lead. Timeout on the field. The score Oklahoma 7, SMU 6.
Come on along.
High formation. Big third down play. From 12 from the Oklahoma 45. Ripley back to pass. Rolling to his right. Now he throws for Barr. Way overthrows him. And a flag is down. Interference will be called on SMU on Mike Suzuka at the Oklahoma 38-yard line. Johnny Barr was the lad for whom the pass was intended. The ball was in the air when Suzuka hit him. And interference will be called. Let's see what they call it. It's the 40-yard line. So they'll put it first down, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's down at the goal line against SMU. And now this one, SMU against Oklahoma.
Nakusa interfered. Oklahoma first and 10 at the SMU 40. Ripley pitches to Owens, sweeping the right side. Harper in front of him. Cut down to 38, at the 35, at the 30. Owens to the 25, and down to the 23-yard line. Owens swept the right side, cut back toward the middle, made a fine cut, and the power of his running dropped him, finally carried him down to the 23-yard line, or 24. Oklahoma first and 10 after that run from the 40 down to the 24. 16-yard pickup. Timeout on the field. The score Oklahoma 7, SMU 6. Far split left, hitting in the slot to the left. 6-man defensive line. Mickey Ripley fakes to Owens, rolls to his right. Big rush hard, throws the pass, it's batted down by Mike Mitchell, defensive left end. He's 6'2". 1 of 6 passing for Mickey Ripley. The ball is brought back to the 24-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma at the SMU 24. The Sooners leading in this game 7-6 with 3:55 to go in the third period. A big third down play and 7 from the SMU 21. Formation right. Ripley down the line of scrimmage. Pitches to Owens, sweeping the right side, throwing the halfback back for Barr. Touchdown! Throwing his second touchdown pass of the year, and his third pass he threw for a 2-point conversion once. This a 21-yard halfback pass from Steve Owens to Johnny Barr, and Oklahoma takes a 13-6 lead with 3:44 to go in the third period of play. Mickey Ripley will hold, and Bruce Durr will attempt the extra point at the west end zone. The ball is down. Durr kicks it. It's good. Timeout on the field, and the score Oklahoma 14, SMU 6.
Star Pharmacy at 4.
All right, the Oklahoma team will be on the defense, of course, as we start the final period. SMU in possession as we start the final 15 minutes of play in the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl, a game in which the Sooners lead 14-6. 2 running backs are Clements and Richardson behind Hickson. Hickson drops back in the pocket. Good protection to pass. Nice thing rush. Now he gets the pass underway. Complete to Clements at the 22. Across the 20 to the 17-yard line where he drops. First down, SMU at the Oklahoma 17. Dropped by Pierce and Barrett.
Boy, Hickson threw it right in a group then. It was right in the middle of about 4 defenders, and Clements went up and got it. Very well thrown pass. He put it right where it had to be.
An 18-yard pass play to Clements, and the ball is at the 17 in Oklahoma territory. First down, 10 yards to go for the SMU Mustangs. The Ponies up the line of scrimmage with 14:10 to go in the game. First and 10 from the Oklahoma 17. Holden, flank right. Levias split left. 2 running backs behind Hickson. 5-man defensive front for Oklahoma. Here's Hickson rolling to the right. To pass. Fakes the pass. Keeps the ball at the 15. He's hit at the 13 and will be dropped at the 12 or 11-yard line by Castile. And by Forbes Phillips, who's now in at defensive left end. They put the ball at the 12-yard line. Pick up of 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 for SMU at the Oklahoma 12. This drive is carried from the SMU 32 to the Oklahoma 12. McDuff replaces Forbes Phillips at defensive left end. At the Oklahoma 12-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Levias in the slot to the left this time as Holden is in the flanker spot to the left. Back to pass to Dixon. Throws down the middle. End zone. No good. Broken up. Bruce Spencer broken up. And there's some complaining on the SMU fans that interference should have been called. No interference was called, and it's a 3rd and 5 for SMU at the Oklahoma 12-yard line. Clements in the slot to the right. We have a double slot, a slot on both sides, we should say. Hickson drops back to pass. Big rush, launches the pass for the end zone. Intercepted by Joe Taylor for the end zone.
Difficult, not just this year, but for several years to throw deep against. You will recall the Nebraska game a couple of years ago when Frank Patrick of Nebraska hit passes all over the field but had 4 deep end zone type passes intercepted.
18 of 36 passing for SMU's Chuck Hickson, the leading passer in the nation going into this ball game. Oklahoma leading 14-6, 10:54 to go. Levias splits left. Springer flanks right, I formation. Richardson on the top of the eye from the Oklahoma 11-yard line. Chuck Hickson backs a pass, rolling to his left. Being rushed, throws the pass. Touchdown! Pass play to Jerry Levias, the All-American split end, and Joey Pierce was the man beaten on the play in the corner of the end zone on the near side.
Levias now has 7 receptions for 111 yards in the ball game. 7 for 111 for Levias.
SMU trailing 14-12 will go for 2 points. Slacker on either side, quick pass is good for a 2-point conversion to Clements. The 2-point conversion is good, and a timeout on the field, and the score is Oklahoma 14, SMU 14. Behind Hickson, they go into an eye now. Richardson on the top of the eye from the 35. Hickson to Richardson down the middle. 35, 30, 25, 20-yard line, 18-yard line. A great run by Mike Richardson. Steve Barrett makes the stop finally at the 18-yard line after a pickup on the play of 17 yards by Mike Richardson right down the center of the center defense. 1st and 10 for SMU. That's first down number 20 at the Oklahoma 18-yard line. Sam Holden replaces Frank Stringer at flanker back for SMU. 7:57 to go in the ball game. Richardson on the top of the eye. Chuck Hickson, the quarterback. Long signal count. He takes the ball. Gives to Richardson down the middle. 15, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown. Run by Mike Richardson over left tackle, and he was touched only about once and split off that tackle. And SMU very quickly in 3 plays goes 37 yards for their 3rd touchdown. Holden will hold the ball. Buddy Echols will try the extra point. This going off the west end zone as SMU leads for the first time tonight. 20-14. The ball is down. The kick is in the air, and it's good. Timeout on the field, and the score SMU 21, Oklahoma 14. Sooners break their huddle. Eddie Hinton will flank wide to the left side. Both ends will be in tight from the Oklahoma 47. Mickey Ripley, the quarterback, takes the ball, drops back to pass. Looks, near sideline, throws, complete to Johnny Barr. Great catch at the SMU 42. He's out of bounds immediately. First down, Oklahoma. A fine catch by Johnny Barr, who planned his steps so that he would catch the ball and then fall out of bounds with both feet inbound. 4 of 10 passing for Ripley. And the ball at the 42-yard line. That was a gain from the Oklahoma 47 to the SMU 42. An 11-yard pass play. 17th first down for Oklahoma. The ball at the SMU 42-yard line. Hinton will flank to the left side. Barr split to the right. Mickey Ripley, a quarterback, takes the ball, gives to Owens over left tackle. 40, 35, at the 30, at the 25, at the 22-yard line. Steve Owens over left tackle. Steve Owens ripping off his biggest gain of the night. Goes from the 42 to the 22, a 20-yard scamper.
It's amazing what it does for a quarterback to complete a couple of passes. Ripley had seemed unsure of himself, even on his handoff plays. Now all of a sudden he goes out and hits a few passes, and he's handling that ball back there now like he knows how to do. But this young man hasn't played much college football, and he's got to be getting to find out where he is.
Hinton flank wide to the left from the SMU 22. Ripley back to pass. He's looking, going deep. The ball wide open, but overthrown. Ball was wide open at the goal line, but Ripley overthrew him. Larry Tunnell was the closest man, but he had him beat by 5 yards, and the pass was too tall for Johnny Barnes. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Oklahoma at the SMU 22. 4 of 11 passing for Mickey Ripley with 5:38 to go in the ball game. SMU leading 21-14. From the SMU 22-yard line, Mickey Ripley at quarterback takes the ball, takes it to Owens, looking, good time, goes down the middle, incomplete, intended for Hinton at the 10-yard line, defending Jim Livingston. And Mike Nakuza, 3rd and 10 for Oklahoma at the SMU 22-yard line. 4 of 12 passing for Mickey Ripley. SMU getting in some changes on the defense. Bill Line is now in there at the left tackle. He's a 221-pounder. Timeout on the field. Well, here's the situation. Oklahoma trailing 21-14 with 5:32 to go in the ball game. Here it is now. Oklahoma going for it, of course. Bar split right. Hinton flank left. Ripley back to pass. Looks downfield. Throws. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The score is 21-20. That was a 22-yard pass play to Bo Denton. It went through White's hands and through Darrell Doggett's hands into the hands of Bo Denton from Lake Village, Arkansas. Durr will kick the extra point. Ripley will hold. The ball is down. The kick is in the air, and it's good. Timeout on the field. The score is Oklahoma 21, SMU 21.
Star Pharmacy at 424 West Main in Norman and 629 more.
I formation. Barn Hinton out to the right side. Mickey Ripley back to pass. Goes up the middle. Incomplete. Intercepted by SMU. At the Oklahoma 22 and down immediately. That's Don White who makes a great interception. And the Mustangs take over.
Ripley hit his receiver in the hand with it, but he couldn't quite hold on to the ball. It bounced in the air, and SMU picked it off. So now SMU has the ball deep in Oklahoma territory, and they have their chance to win.
Mickey Ripley throws the ball extremely hard, as I think we mentioned earlier. And that was a hard pass right on target. You can't fault Ripley. SMU 1st and 10 from the Oklahoma 22 with 3:25 to go. 2nd down play after that pickup of 3 and 7 yards to go for SMU at the Oklahoma 19-yard line with 3 minutes exactly to go in the game. 21-21 the score. Levias split left. Stringer flanked right. Quarterback is Chuck Hickson, I formation. They shift out of the I now. Clements and Richardson, the running backs behind quarterback Hickson. Hickson straight back to pass. The rush is on. He throws the pass down the middle. Touchdown. Beautiful pass play by Chuck Hickson to Tim Fleming, the tight end, who caught the ball going into the end zone from right to left, right down the middle. A great call by Chuck Hickson. And it's a touchdown for SMU as they go 22 yards in 2 plays after receiving that interception. 2:42 to go in the game. 27-21. The ball is down. Eccles' extra point attempt is good. Timeout on the field, and the score, SMU 28, Oklahoma 21. Another school. Barr split right, Hinton flank left, Mickey Ripley back to pass, looks upfield, throws, complete to Hinton at the 38, at the 40, at the 42-yard line. Fine catch by Eddie Hinton, tackle made by Jim Livingston. Mickey Ripley hit Hinton on the across the middle pattern, and the game goes from the 20 to the 42, a 22-yard pickup. 1st down Oklahoma with 2:35 left at their own 42-yard line. 6 of 16 passing for Mickey Ripley. R.D. Crenshaw at middle guard. Buddy McGinnis then replacing Tommy Fraser at end on the right side. From the Oklahoma 45, Mickey Ripley back to pass. Good protection. Now protection collapses. He runs the ball. 45 at the 50. He wants to get out of bounds, but he does not make it. He gets to the SMU 45 and is tackled there. The clock's still running. 1:47 to go. And they stop the clock as they'll move the chain for the 1st down with 1:46 to go. The ball at the SMU 45. A pickup of 10 by Mickey Ripley. 21st first down for Oklahoma. They have the ball at the SMU 45. SMU calls a timeout. Timeout on the field, and the score, SMU 28, Oklahoma 21. A minute 34 to go in the football game. Oklahoma trailing SMU 28-21. Johnny Barr splits left, Hinton in the slot to the left. Tight end is Bo Denton on the right. And starting on the SMU defense, here is Mickey Ripley going straight back to pass. He's being rushed. Screen pass is complete to Owens at the 50, 45, 40 down the sideline to 35, and he goes out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. A screen pass to Steve Owens. Good for the first down plus a few. And let's see where they mark the ball inbounds. It'll be about the 30 or 31-yard line. First down, Oklahoma, a minute 23 to go. The ball is at the 30, so a pickup on the play of 15 yards on the screen pass to Owens. Ripley to Owens on the screen, and it was good from the 45 down to the 30, and then Owens got out of bounds to stop the clock. A minute 23 to go in the ball game, 28-21, SMU leads. If Oklahoma scores, they'll have to go to 2 to win it, go for the 2-point conversion. Now a timeout will be taken. The tackles are Jack Porter and Byron Bigby. The guards are Ed Lancaster and Bill Elstrom. The center is Ken Mendenhall, and here we go. The crowd comes to its feet. Hinton flank right. Barr split left from the SMU 30. Mickey Ripley is back to pass. He's looking far side. Deep, long pass to Barr. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Fantastic catch Barr made on that. He had the defender with him all the way. He went high in the air and picked it off the defender's fingertips right at the back of the end zone. And how long was it? 30-yard touchdown pass. So Barr now has 138 yards in 9 receptions tonight. There's timeout on the field. The score, Oklahoma 27, the Mustangs 28.
Well, here's the situation. Oklahoma's driven 80 yards in 7 plays, and a beautiful 30-yard pass play from Mickey Ripley to Johnny Barr with the scoring play. Oklahoma trails by a point, and they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Mickey Ripley will be at quarterback, of course. Owens on the top of the eye, 2-point conversion. Here's Ripley rolling to his right to run or pass. He's looking. He can't get in. The 2-point conversion is no good. And SMU maintains their lead at 1 point, 28-27.
Okay, before you start thinking, why didn't Ripley do it, here is the young man that's taken Oklahoma to 3 touchdowns in the second half of this ball game. Prior to this football game, Mickey Ripley had been in games enough this season to throw only 5 passes. He completed only 1 of those.
And then tried for 2 points to win it. You got to admire him for that. An onside kick. It's recovered by Oklahoma. Now the ball is loose at the 46. And let's see who has it. Oklahoma has the kick here at the SMU 46-yard line.
Oh, what a Donnybrook this is. I'll tell you, all this massive building we're in, this unreal grass, this football game, it's got to be a dream. That's all you can say. I cannot say too much about the tremendous job that Mickey Ripley has done for Oklahoma here this evening. He couldn't have played more than a combined half of a football game all year.
Barr hitting out to the right side, 2nd and 10. Ripley back to pass, goes to the flat, complete to Owens at the 45, at the 40, at the 35, and down to the 31. Owens, instead of going for out of bounds to stop the clock, with a minute 2 to go, tried to pick up extra yardage. He gets to the 31. A minute 2 to go. Oklahoma, or the chain gang, stops the clock while they move the chain. Oklahoma has no more timeouts left. Now the clock starts. A minute to go. The ball at the 31-yard line. After that pickup on the flat pass to Owens, 15 yards. 52, 51 seconds to go. Ripley from the SMU 31 gives to Owens down the middle at the 35, at the 25, at the 22-yard line. The ball at the 22-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards on the play. Oklahoma still huddling with 37, now 36 seconds to go. 34 seconds, 32 seconds. The Sooners huddling. 28 seconds to go. The ball at the 22-yard line. Second down and about a yard to go. 23 seconds, 22 seconds. Ripley rolls to his right, throws the pass, complete to Denton, incomplete. Or was it? Yes, it was complete. It was questioned whether or not he went out of bounds when he caught the pass, but he did complete it to the 18-yard line, and Bruce Durr checks in to try a field goal. And this is for all the marbles right here.
So with 19 seconds left, Bruce Durr, who hasn't hit a field goal this year, is going to try again.
This will be a 25-yard field goal. Ripley will hold. Durr will kick. 19 seconds to go. The ball is down. The kick is in the air. And it's no good. Off to the right side. No good. And 28-27 remains the score. The SMU fans going wild, of course. And the Mustangs will take over at their own 20. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Sooner Football Network. SMU from the 20. Hickson will merely fall to the ground. Now they have a chance to run out the time since Oklahoma does not have any timeouts remaining. And our final score will be 28-27. The clock is running. Oklahoma has no more timeouts left. And we'll let the crowd count off the time for you. End of the football game. As you heard the crowd count it off, the final score, SMU 28, Oklahoma 27. We'll be back in 60 seconds with a wrap-up of tonight's big game.
This is Jack Ogle along with Bob Berry back at the Astrodome in Houston, Texas, and it's all over with now, and what a dandy it was. SMU beating Oklahoma 28-27 in about as wild a football game as I have ever seen. Started out slow, but it unraveled as it went along. And I don't think that the Sooners need to be ashamed of their performance anyway at all. Mickey Ripley came in after Bobby Womack was hurt early in the second quarter, took Oklahoma to 3 touchdowns, and did a beautiful job for the Sooners all the way, and certainly did himself proud. Oklahoma's defense, though they gave up considerable passing yardage, I have them unofficially for 298 yards for SMU. But Oklahoma had 309 yards passing, so they were certainly out in front in that department. And to prove that the Oklahoma pass defense certainly was not incapable, the most valuable back in this football game was Oklahoma's Joe Pierce, voted by the members of the working press here. The most valuable lineman was Rufus Cormer of SMU. And he, of course, did a fine job putting the stop on Steve Owens. I think probably, if we can sum the ball game up very quickly, I would say that it was SMU's ability to stop Oklahoma's off-tackle game with Steve Owens. They held Owens to 108 yards rushing, which is a lot of yards, but it took him 33 carries to do it. And late in the ball game, it just was impossible to run with Owens because the Sooners at that point were behind and had to throw that football. And they threw it a lot, and they did it very well. But you can't take anything away from SMU, and particularly their defensive football club did a tremendous job down there. And certainly from Hickson, and not just Levias, because he has a bevy of fine receivers across there that did him a great job in the ball game. It was, I don't think anyone needs to be ashamed of this football game because it was, though not a perfectly played game under any stretch of the imagination by either team for that matter. Both teams made errors. It was an exciting, interesting ball game, and boy, I'll tell you, nobody ever gave up.